Oh, shut up. Hey, just, stop, dude. Stop, like, for real. Stop. Right now. Stop. 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 I said stop. Shut up, be quiet. Those are stop. Be quiet. Shut up. Shut up. Good thing I caught that on camera. No, stop. Or else Chris Rock or Will Smith slap you in the face.
Be quiet.
Stop. Stop it. Stop.
I'm gonna taste like sandwich tofu.
Shut up.
No, good. I'm blinking. Well, I'll get one to cut my water.
Stop. We're gonna be able to hear you.
Caught that on camera.
We're already 1 minute in.
Cool. We're already calling it kings.
Okay, we don't need practice.
Yes, you do. Okay. Well, because of caution, you practice. Next time.
Okay, here we go, qualifying. Qualifying at my home track. Let's go. Here we go. Oh, be quiet, Nani. Here we go. Come on. It's time for speed. Come on. We beat our goal the in the truck season and Xfinity series, so I think we'll be able to do it. Oh, actually, no. Well, we fucked up. Oh boy. Come on, please, can we beat the goal? 31. Nope, it wasn't enough. Well, we're probably gonna finish dead last. Oh, 15th. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take a 15th. Our best qualifying run. Okay, who is on the pole? The 19th of Martin Truex Jr. for, I believe, the 3rd time in a row now. And running at the field is the number 77 of Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott. In the 29th, that's not good for him. But now, here we go. Let's get ready here for the race at Homestead. 67 laps here today. So Ryan Preece looks a bit slow today, so it looks like his car is super... Nani, be quiet! Ryan Preece looks a bit slow today in the 37 car. Martin Truex Jr. is the pole winner for today's race, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will have to go standing station multiple times. But here we go. Let's get ready here for the race at Homestead, our home track. Can we win at our home track here? I have a good feeling about it. Here we go. Green flag is in the air at our home track. Let's see if we can go 4 in a row, or not 4 in a row, but 4 wins this season already at our home track. And trying to go back to back at our home track, so which would make things more fitting. As right now we are now side by side with that 48 of Jimmy Johnson. We are actually starting P14. Starting to be side by side with Jimmy Johnson. You're trying to pass that 13 car of Ty Dillon, and we will clear Ty Dillon here is now. We're already going to pass our teammate of Eric Amarola in that 10 car. And now I'll try to get into the top 10 here. Side by side with Christopher Bell in the 95 car. 18 out, now 18 laps remain here in stage 1. So now we're inside the top 10, going to pass that 88 car of Alex Bowman. Here. We're going to go to the inside of Joey Logano here in that 22 car. And he's actually going to give us a push, which could help us here. As now we're on to lap number 3. Alex Bowman is not going to give us a push. Now be quiet, dude. Be quiet. So, Oh shit. So now we're gonna go down this back street. You're gonna try to pass this 2 car of Brad Keselowski. Here's we're gonna get to this outside. Here. As we go to the inside, we're gonna get a run on that 2 car. As we hit the wall. Let's get to the inside of that 2 car of Brad Keselowski. We make contact. Midani, be quiet! Guys, stop! Guys, stop! Stop! Bro, just don't play with her. As now, we were side by side with Brad Keselowski right there, so for the difficulty sibling problems like always. As now, can we pass that 2 car of Keselowski? Yes, we will, but can we clear him? I think he might have a run on the outside, so we better block. Yes, we do. We will block that 2 car of Brad Keselowski with now 15 laps remaining in stage number 1. Martin Truex Jr. still leads the way. As now we are closing in on that 6 car of Ryan Newman. Go way down on the apron. Now we're closing in on him. We're gonna go to this outside. Here. Closing in still on that 6 car. As we come to lap number 6. Ryan Newman in 6 plates. And lap number 6, driving to 6. How ironic. That's now closing in here. Right ahead of Ryan Newman is Ryan Blaney. Yeah, that's pretty dark. If you know, you know. As now we're getting a run on Ryan Newman and Ryan Blaney here. We could get 2 for 1 here. Entering the front stretch. Actually, never mind. Oh, Newman got very loose right there. Now 13 laps to go. Can we get a 2 for 1 here? Yes, we will. We're going to pass Ryan Blaney. Send it. And make contact with him, but we will clear that 12 as Ryan Blaney tries to turn us right there. So that was pretty dumb. But we will pass Ryan Blaney here. So now we're going to dive down to the bottom. This car is very fast. Very good, a solid qualifying run to say the least. And now we are up to P5. As now here we come to lap number 8. 12 laps remain here in stage 1. We're gonna dive down to the bottom here. Closing in on that 18 car, Kyle Busch, we beat for 2nd place 2 days ago at Atlanta. And Martin Truex Jr. looking to go back to back here this season as well, looking to become the 2nd repeat winner of 2022. That's now gonna be side by side with the 18 car for a split second. He does get a run on the front stretch here with now 11 laps to go in stage 1, but I think entering turn number 1 we are going to pass by him here and clear that 18 as Kyle Busch still ripping the top. We're gonna block him, and now can we get to that 11 car Denny Hamlin, who we beat for the championship last season. We are closing in on him. This high lane is very good, but not when you hit the wall. As Kyle Busch now looks for a crossover move, it was not done that time by. It's now 10 laps to go here in stage 1. That's now going to this outside, so closing in on Denny Hamlin. Gonna get a run here on this outside lane and clear that 11 car. We're gonna go to the outside, try to pass Denny. We're still side by side. Now we're gonna get a run on our teammate of Kevin Harvick as we are clear of Denny Hamlin now. And now, if we get to our teammate of Kevin Harvick, we will put the bumper to in that Busch Light Ford Mustang. New livery for him here today in Homestead. And now we're gonna be side by side with that 4 car and we will clear Kevin Harvick, our teammate, in that Busch Light livery. And now, can we get that stage 1 win here? We have not gotten a stage win this season, I believe. I could be wrong, but not this season. And now we are closing in on that 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. We certainly are a fast car with now 8 laps to go in stage number 1. Going to this outside. We did not scrape the wall right there, so we are certainly closing in on that 19. Of course, we're not going to video game it riding the wall, because why would we be doing that for a stage win? If it was for the race and we got close to him, then yes, we would absolutely do that. If it was coming to the white flag in the race. But since it's for a stage, I'm not doing that move, and we might not even have to do that video game move, because we are closing in on Martin Truex Jr. We're gonna use this outside. Can we pass him for the race lead at our home track? Yes, we will. Oh, we barely get clear. We're gonna pass Martin Truex Jr. in that number 19 Bass Pro Toyota. So now we're still choosing this outside. Scrape the wall a little bit. As now here we come, lap number 14 here in today's race. 6 to go here in stage 1. Once again up in the wall. That's certainly not good, as we are closing in on some lap traffic. We might get to that lap traffic very soon. As we're gonna keep, we're now gonna go to this inside lane here. Martin Truex Jr. is now long gone after we passed him a few laps ago. As now here we come to lap number 15 down this front stretch here. 5 to go here in stage number 1. Not the fastest lap of the race, as the caution is actually gonna come out here already. Before we end the stage, and I think it's for that 34 car of Michael McDowell. We will have to come down pit road, and we actually lose a position here. So it's certainly not going to be a good look for us. As here we go, green flag is back in the air. 2 to go here in stage number 1. Let's get a bit loose right there. Here comes Kevin Harvick, our teammate. We're gonna go up this racetrack. And now here comes Kevin Harvick. That 4 car. And now we're just gonna be falling behind here as we come to this white flag in stage 1. We might have to take it 3 wide, who knows. Martin Truex Jr. off this racetrack. We're gonna get a good run in this middle lane. Can we get to that inside though? Kurt Busch and that Gear and Chevrolet helping us. We're gonna get a run from him, but he's gonna ditch us here. Oh, contact is made. 1 lap to go in stage 1. Harvick is now gonna take this race lead. Oh, Kyle Busch saves it, as now he's gonna try to take this lead. 3 wide for the race lead. We might have a chance to steal it. We now need to be quiet. But now here we come off this final turn. Can we win the stage? Here we come. It's going to be between Kyle Busch and Kevin Harvick. Here they come off a 4. 3 wide for the stage victory. And I think it's that 18 car of Kyle Busch that gets you'll come to get 4th place. But Kyle Busch with that stage 1 win. Incredible save coming to the green and white checkered flag, or on that white flag for stage number 1. As now we're gonna be 4th place, right next to our teammate of Kevin Harvick. As here we go, getting ready for the green flag. Green flag is back in the air. Stage 2 is now underway here in Homestead. 17 to go in stage 2. Quiet, shut up. We're gonna be side by side. Can we get to the inside of Kurt Busch? Yes, we do, but not for long. Here he is. We're up the racetrack right there. We're gonna get to the inside finally, but we just lost the position. Here comes Denny Hamlin giving us a good run in that 11 car. Even though his hands are literally in one direction, we're gonna put Kurt Busch up that racetrack. Now we're gonna take it 3 wide here for 3rd place down in the apron. Yo, we put Kurt Busch and Martin Truex Jr. off the racetrack. Just being too aggressive early in this race. Denny Hamlin still pushing us. We're way down on the racetrack here. We'll see how do we go up the racetrack. No, we do not. We actually are closing in on that 18 car of Kyle Busch and that 4 car of our teammate of Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin goes to the inside, but he's not going to have the draft that he needs with now 15 to go in stage 2. We're going to send it. Now we're going to get clear of Denny Hamlin. As now we're gonna be side by side with that 18 car Kyle Busch, probably entering turn number 3. We're gonna dive down to the bottom, side by side with the 18. How Kyle Busch had M&M's Fudge Brownie Toyota Camry. As now battle for second here. Can we get clear of Kyle Busch? Yes, we will. Down to this inside, we are clear of Kyle Busch, but for how long now? As Kevin Harvick, our teammate, is the leader of this race. We're getting a good run from that 18, which would give us a good run to Kevin Harvick. Harvick's gonna throw the block at us. Can we move him up this racetrack? No, we do not. Of course, he's our teammate, but it doesn't really matter when we're battling it out for this lead. We're gonna give him a push here to see if he has to check up and lift. And yes, he does. He has to lift right there, but it wasn't enough. We're gonna give him another push to see if he has to lift. Actually, no. As he does get that push, we nearly get into him. But we're gonna give him another push here just to make sure. Oh, he gets loose. Kevin Harvick. Oh, save it. Kevin Harvick saves as we make a pass on the apron right there. What a save by Kevin Harvick with now 12 laps to go in stage number 2. Well, what an incredible save by Kevin Harvick. We got to the back bumper of him and nearly spun him out. As, I did not know who the reason for the caution was. I'll probably have to check here. There's this one car on that pit, so I'm guessing it's Michael McDowell because he did not pit. And yes, indeed, it is that 34 car of Michael McDowell. He's on pit road and his day is over. He will not have a shot at winning this race. I don't even think he was. Be quiet. And now we are long gone from Kevin Harvick in the lead right now as he go down this backstretch. We're now just gonna choose his outside lane, trying not to hit the wall, which is exactly what we do. Now here we come to lap number 8. 10 laps to go in stage 2. That's now just can we cruise to victory here, or not cruise to victory, but cruise to a stage 2 win. Of course, we have not won a stage this season, looking to get our first stage victory of 2022. Of course, we do have 3 wins, but of course we're not that consistent. I believe we have not won a stage this season. As now here we go to lap number 9. 9 laps to go in stage 2. We're gonna hit the wall again. As we not neat. So now 8 laps to go in stage 2. Battle for second, Kevin Harvick, Martin Truex Jr. and that 18 car of Kyle Busch battling out for second. We are long gone because this time we're going to come to 7 laps to go in stage number 2. Harvick is now 2 seconds back, about to be 3 seconds back. He actually closed in a little bit, gained a car length on us. But now 7 laps to go in stage number 2 here in Homestead. The laps just keep going by. As of course we do not have the fastest lap, but we are close. As we're not gonna see what this middle lane does for us. Does completely nothing. It's now down this front stretch here, 6 to go in stage number 2. Another solid lap here, closing in on Bobby Carter, who is way off the pace. That team should probably shut down, and that's not even a real team, by the way. I don't even get why Bobby Carter's in this series. Like, the pace with like who didn't make the Daytona 500 back in 2020? JJ Alien, the 54. I had him instead of Bobby Carter, not just some fantasy driver. It's not 5 to go in stage 2. If not, replace Scared Smithy with that 73 car. Oh, there's one car on pit road. Let's see who that is as we're closing in on the lap car, Bobby Carter. But I think that could be the end of their day as well. As now, diving down to the inside of Bobby Carter. Let's take a look at who the driver is. We're just gonna lift. And I'm thinking that, yeah, that is the 48. Or no, the 1 car, Kurt Busch, was up in the front. Yeah, and he had to come down pit road, and yeah, but now we finally lap Bobby Carter again. Okay, we get to that 32 car quarters way, a bunch of lappers ahead of us here. Just coming 3 laps to go in stage 2 this time by, closing in on that 32 car, Corey LaJoy. We're gonna pass him here, clear that 32, get to that 66 car, Timmy Hill. And we're gonna send it, not lifting, or a little bit, but not that much. And now we're gonna pass that 16 car, Justin Haley. Just trying to lap as much drivers as we can, because of course, who knows, there could be a fuel strategy, and we might get the worst of it. And of course, we might fall way back. As now coming to 2 laps to go in stage 2. Gonna pass that 36 car of David Reagan. And we can get to that 51 car, Joey Gates. Yes, we do. We might even get a 2 for 1. Here we pass Brennan Gaughan. As we're gonna come to this white flag in stage number 2. Next up is the number 38 car of John Hunter Nemechek, and I believe that's our teammate of Cole Custer ahead of us. As 1 lap to go in stage 2, and yes indeed it is Cole Custer, that 41 new livery for him. Oh boy, nearly some contact was made, but Cole Custer, that new livery, not a good run for that 41 car. As now, here we go, entering the final turn. To end this stage, can we pass this 13 car of Ty Dillon before the stage just end? Yes indeed we will, and I think that'll be the final car we lap for a while. As here we come to the green and white checkered flag. We will win stage number 2 here, as 19 of Martin Truex Jr. right now looks as though he will get second. Chase Elliott from the back will, I believe, get the final stage point over his teammate of William Byron. So yeah, yes indeed he will. But looks like that could be the end of Kurt Busch's day. 2 laps down here. We'll have to see if he's on pit road. But either way, he had a fast car, and pretty much his chances at victory is over. Screen flags back in the air. Yet Kurt Busch is not out of this race, but his chances of winning this race are practically out the window. As we were battling with him once, as green flag is back in the air here in Homestead. We're gonna choose his outside lane here. Entering turn number 3, just trying not to scrape the wall. And that's exactly what we do again. Here comes Kevin Harvick to the inside to get that good run going on this front stretch here. 24 to go here before we go to victory. As always, scrape the wall again. Not a good look here. As looks like it could be a SHR 1 and 2 here, and we could probably win this thing in dominating fashion. As now battle for second, here comes that 19 of Martin Truex Jr. once again looking to the inside of Kevin Harvick. Denny Hamlin below the apron. 23 to go remaining here in Homestead. Martin Truex Jr. still looking to that inside, and he will get past Kevin Harvick a little bit right there. As they look here, just out for a second, not trying to get distracted by any means. They're still side by side as we scrape the wall. Martin Truex Jr. and Kevin Harvick still battling it out. Daniel Suarez gripping that top lane. As we nearly go into pit lane with 22 laps to go here, we're just going to focus on ourselves here. Those drivers battling out for a second can go at it, because we're cruising to victory, probably. Now this time by here, we're going to come to 21 laps to go. As Martin Truex Jr. is 2 seconds back already. That's now 21 laps to go remaining here in Homestead as we cross the start finish line. 34.260. We're still gonna rip this top lane. Martin Truex Jr. now up to P2. Denny Hamlin and I believe his teammate Kyle Busch are battling it out for position. As we go down this back stretch here, this time by we're gonna come to 20 laps to go.
Take a bath.
Be quiet. 20 laps to go. This time by in Homestead when we cross the start finish line here, and yes indeed it'll be 20 laps to go here in Homestead now as we go down this back straightaway here. Martin Truex Jr. is just way behind, 4 seconds back between me and that 19 car of Martin Truex Jr. As caution is actually gonna come out here, I believe it's for the 49 car of Chad Fincham, and that will give our teammate Cole Custer the free pass, but it's not gonna be over yet here. Chad Fincham's, I believe, is still not over, but his chances at victory are over at least, which I believe wasn't even contention. But now green flag is back in the air. We're gonna go a little bit off the race. We're gonna block that 19 of Martin Truex Jr. as we go off the racetrack. We're gonna be 3 wide. We scrape the wall. 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes that 4 car of Kevin Harvick. We're gonna get a good run on his outside. We're gonna be side by side with our teammate of Kevin Harvick, and we will pass him. Now 15 laps to go here in Homestead. We're gonna still choose his outside no matter what. As we're gonna go to this inside now, we go on the apron as we go down this back stretch. Here. Now we're gonna go to this inside. Harvick now in second place But here comes that 18 car, Kyle Busch. He might get a run in this front stretch. Well, he only gets a run. It seems Kevin Harvick does block, but now 14 laps remaining here in the Homestead-Miami Speedway. Can SHR get a 1 and 2? Can we go win at our home track here for the second time in our NASCAR Heat 5 career mode? Harvick is just way back now. He's now about to be 2 seconds back as we scrape the wall again. Now 23 laps, 13 to go here in Homestead. Here, 13 laps to go here in Homestead Miami Speedway to go down this backstretch. Martin Truex here now side by side with her teammate of Kevin Harvick as we scrape the wall again. As now we're gonna come to 12 laps to go here in Homestead. Oh my gosh! Mi nani's Nani! What am I doing? Gosh, Nani. Gosh, Nani. She always has to scream so loud for no reason. Oh my god. Now 4 seconds back is that 19 of Martin Truex Jr. Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex Jr. are going at it here. Just hoping no mistake and no caution, and we are home free. This time by 10 laps to go here in Homestead. Here. And then we go down this backstretch here. 3-car battle for second most likely. We scrape the wall again. It's now this time by. It'll be 9 laps to go here in Homestead. Martin Truex Jr. in second place. Right now it looks like loud traffic will not be a factor as we're gonna go down this backstretch here, going to lap 60 here in Homestead. So we're gonna go to the inside lane. Martin Truex Jr. just way back. He has nothing for us unless there's a caution, which I hope there's not a caution when I say that. As now 8 laps to go remain here, looking for our 4th win this season. Yeah. So now we're gonna go here into this cockpit camera here for the next 2 laps, coming to lap 61. 7 laps to go here this time by in Homestead. As Martin Truex Jr. is pretty much a dot in the rear view mirror. I believe he's not even in the rear view mirror. If not, then he's probably the smallest pixel. As now coming to lap 62 here. Looks like we might actually get some lap traffic before this race does end with 6 to go. I believe that first car is that 32 car of Corey LaJoy. And we are closing in on him As we go down this back here, can we get a draft on that lapped car to extend our lead? We're gonna keep choosing this outside. Martin Truex Jr. just way back, and right as I said that we hit the wall, but now it looks like we might lap Corey LaJoie as we go down this front stretch. Yes, we will. We lap Corey LaJoie in that 32 car. Martin Truex Jr. just a dot. As he scraped the wall again, we're gonna pass that 66 car Timmy Hill and that 73 car Bobby Carter. Now we're gonna pass that 16 car of Justin Haley, and we might lap our teammate Cole Custer. Cole Custer, I mean, in that 41 car who has not had a good run here today. We're gonna pass Sam, and we're gonna pass that 36 car David Riggin and that 62 car of Brendan Gaughan. I believe up ahead is the 13 car Ty Dillon. Yes, indeed it is Ty Dillon, that 13 Geico Chevrolet. We're gonna pass him. We're gonna go to this middle lane, and we're gonna pass the NAR51 of Joey Gates and the 38 of John Hunter Nemechek here. This time by 3 laps to go. Just no mistake and no caution, and we will win this thing. Ryan Preece, who is off that pace, who is off the pace here. We might lap him. We go to this outside. Oh, he gets a bit loose right there. Saves it.
Careful, still there. All clear.
Remaining in Homestead-Miami Speedway, can we win at our home track? We only have 2 laps to find out. We're gonna pass this 00 car, Quinn Howe, Tyler Reddick with a bad run today. We're gonna pass the 43 of Bubba Wallace. And can we get to the 21 of car, Matthew Benedetto? Yes, we do. 16 laps of fuel. The tire percentage is gonna be out. The fuel situation, the tire situation are out of the window here. Now we just gotta hope we come out of this thing first place. Come to this for start finish line first place as we lap that 47 car Ricky Stenhouse Jr. We take the white flag here. As now we're gonna go down this back to chip for the final time. Martin Truex Jr. just took the white flag. As can we lap that 77 car of Ross Chastain? Yes, we will. And that Spire Motorsports Avenel Chevrolet Camaro. Here we come up on turn 4. We are gonna win at our home track for the 2nd time in our NASCAR Heat 5 career mode. We win at Homestead. Woo! Let's go! We win. How about that? Gonna burn this thing out like always. How about that? Might as well hit the car. Oh boy, didn't mean to do that. Hey, well, at least it was in our own celebration, not, you know, the race. Just gonna burn it down into the grass. How about that? Burn it down. His Chewy Gates is not in his pit, so that is pretty weird. But we burned it down. We're gonna burn it down till this engine explodes and expires. How about that? Victor here at our home track. We are victorious at our home track. How about that? Let's take a look here. Is there any caution replays for today? I don't really think so. That doesn't look like anything. Nope, I do not think so. Lap 40, we won stage 2, lap 48. Oh, well here's the crash replay. See what happened to Chad Fincham. Oh, it just blows a tire. Might have flipped. I would not expect, I really do expect it to happen. Nope, actually he does not flip, but he does have a wreck. But we take the checkered flag in Homestead. How about that? Let's take a look here at the unofficial result. Daniel Suarez for that small backmarker team of Gompers Racing with another top 10. 7th place for that team. Chase Sullivan rounds at the top 10. We of course win. Martin Truex Jr. finishes second. Our team with Kevin Harvick third. Kyle Busch, the stage 1 winner. 4th place, of course, we're the other stage winner, and we did win the race. Running at the top 15 is at 95 of Christopher Bell. Chad Fincham goes from rebound to a 17th place finish, I believe, due to him pitting. Matt Kenseth around to the top 20. Chris Buescher's the last car in the lead lap as we lapped Ross Chastain coming to the checkered flag. Running at the top 3 is at 13 at Ty Dillon. And running at the field in general is that 34 of Michael McDowell. As I believe Kurt Busch is not the inept, but he certainly did have a fast car, so when he did come down pit road, his chances at victory were over. But we win here today. But we get our 4th win this season. Martin Truex Jr. is now up to 2nd place in points. And we're going to take a look here at the playoff grid after this race for each individual series as we win the Dixie Vodka 400 at Homestead. That's certainly cool. But of course, for Kurt Busch, you can see right there, he had a fast car, fought the fastest lap, but then after he went to pit road, his chances at victory were over in a heartbreak. Let's take a look here. You can see he did have the fastest lap of today's race, 33.397. We led the most out, so we did win this race in dominating fashion, only not leading 21 laps, 22 laps. Chad Fincham, 38th, started 38th and finishes 17th for that small MBM team. And Kurt Busch started 15th, he finishes 39th in today's race. But of course he did win this race in dominating fashion, only leading all but 22 laps. Of course there are 67 laps. But that does it. Let's take a look here at the unofficial results here. or not the unofficial results. We already did look at that. But let's look at the let's look at the official playoff. Not the official play. But let's look here at the playoff standings after Homestead for each individual series. All 3 series did race at Homestead. So we're going to take a look here. Will that parity still continue the smaller series like Gus Dean in the playoffs, Jeffrey Earnhardt in contention for possibly a playoff spot? Oh, typical Kyle Busch. So that's how it's going to be, Richard. You can't win on your own, so you took me out. Oh my gosh, that actually sounds like a thing that Kyle Busch would actually say. That actually sounds like a thing that not Joey Logano, that Kyle Busch would actually say, like to a driver that, of course, has to race them dirty, and then he says that they can't win properly. That's something that he would actually say. Can't win on your own, so you took me out. I didn't even mean to take my favorite Cup Series driver out. But here we go. We actually have all the NASCAR, all top 3 NASCAR divisions will race next in the next video or live stream, whatever. But let's take a look here at the playoff standings. Oh nope, we're not gonna do that. Okay, but here are the season standings. So, say like your point standings wise for the Truck Series, Austin Hill is your new points leader here for the Truck Series, so he might get the regular season championship with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Truck Series races remaining before we can declare a regular season champion for that series. So go here at the playoff standings. Austin Hill is your playoff standings leader as well. And holding on to the final spot is the 3-car Jordan Anderson. Spencer Boyd is in the playoffs so far. So that's only one driver we see with some parity here. Ben Rhodes is out by 2 points. Matt Crafton out by 4. Todd Gallon out by 4, and Gus Dean is out by 7. And Ty Majeski is pretty much going to win his way in, 42 points out, if he wants to have a shot at a playoff spot. He's going to need a good run. Let's take a look here at the Xfinity Series side of things. The points leader is Brandon Jones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 races before you can declare a Xfinity Series regular season champion. But right now that looks to be Brandon Jones, who is ahead of Austin Cindric. Brandon Jones, although he has no wins right now in the Xfinity Series, he is your points leader, so he certainly is consistent. But Austin Cindric is your playoff point standings leader. Holding on to that final playoff spot right now is that 11 car of Justin Haley, beating Brandon Brown for that final playoff spot so far at the playoffs would end right now. So Brandon Brown, he's going to need a good win and hope that people do not chant, you know what, here. And he's 3 points out. Alex Abay, 12 points out. We are out by 16. Anthony Alfredo out by 22. And Riley Herbst, 25 out. Jeffrey Earnhardt, who was in the playoffs a few live streams ago, needs a win now. Same goes for Jeremy Clements, Ray Black Jr., Jesse Little, and David Starr. And now let's take a look at the point standings side of things. We are the points leader, of course, with 4 wins. Martin Truex Jr. is now up to 2nd in the point standings. Miguel Spurs now rounds out the top 10 in the playoffs in the point standings. And let's take a look here. Jimmy Johnson, 30th in the points. That's something you do not see out of him. And Timmy Hillary now rounds out the point standings. But so the playoff standings, we right now, of course, are the playoff standings leader with the most wins this season. Martin Truex Jr. is 2nd in the points. Of course, he did win Atlanta. Eric Almirola, the Daytona 500 winner, and our teammate, 3rd in the points. Kyle Busch, the highest driver in the playoffs without a win, 4th place. Kevin Harvick, 5th in the playoff standings, Denny Hamlin 6th in the playoff standings. Ryan Newman 7th in the playoff standings. Joey Logano 8th in the playoff standings. Eric Jones 9th in the playoff standings. Chase Elliott 10th in the playoff standings. Daniel Suarez for that small backmarker team of Gaunt Brothers racing a 96 car. 11th in the playoff standings. Kurt Busch had a bad race, could have won, had the fastest lap, had a fast car in Homestead, but after that pit stop, unscheduled pit stop that he had, his chances at victory were over. Ryan Blaney 13th in the standings, Alex on 14th, Matt Kenseth 15th, and holding on to that final playoff position is Brad Keselowski in that 2 car. William Byron still out by 4 points now. First Rebel's out by 16. Of course, he did have 2 wins last season in the regular season. Now, both of them were in the regular season, so don't count him out. Austin Dillon out by 19. Matthew Benedetto out by 26. And Tyler Reddick 27 points out. The drivers in the Mustang situation is our teammate of Cole Custer, Ryan Preece in the 37 car, which he did win Talladega in the regular season, so he certainly knows how to get one done. Chris Buescher out and needs a win. Michael McDowell, he finished second to Ryan Preece in that Talladega race, so look out for him at the next Super Speedway, which will be very soon. Then Bubba Wallace out by needs a win as well. But we have Texas and the next one. Then we have Bristol. Oh no. We got Richmond, Talladega, the 10th race of the season. That's certainly where a lot of drivers outside the playoffs need wins could shine here. That's one track that they could shine. That's one track. Talladega, of course, is one track where drivers that need a win or need some points could shine here and steal a playoff position. It's not even a win. Dover, Martinsville, that's another. Oh no. Charlotte for the Coke 600. Kansas, Michigan, Sonoma, Chicagoland, Pocono again for the doubleheader weekend. Indianapolis, Kentucky, New Hampshire, Michigan, Watkins Glen, Dover, and then the final race before the playoffs at Daytona. And of course we have the playoffs. Darlington for the Southern 500, Richmond, Bristol, and that's when we find out who the 12 drivers. And that's when we know when the 12 drivers will move on, and then when 4 get eliminated in the playoff field. Of course, 16 drivers in the playoffs, and Bristol is when we find out which 4 drivers are going to be out of championship contention after those 3 playoff races, and then 12 drivers will be able to move on with a chance to run for a championship. Then Las Vegas, Talladega, a wild card for some playoff drivers, and then the Charlotte Roval, another wild card, which will determine who will be the 8 drivers that will have a shot at a championship 4 position, which those championship 4 spot races will be at and then those 3 races that determine the championship 4 will be Kansas, Texas again, and then Martinsville to determine the championship 4. And then the championship 4 drivers will fight it out at Phoenix. And the highest of those championship 4 drivers, the highest championship 4 driver of the other 3 will be declared champion. But that does it for this live stream. I will not scream. So yeah, but that does it, folks. Peace out.